Hey everyone, it is Tyler.
And Katrina.
And we're here at California Adventure today because we heard from a little birdie on Twitter, you see what I did there, that the Festival of the Holidays booths have soft opened today. So they officially open on the 9th, which by the time you watch this video, they're already going to be open. But if you come, you know, we're here on the 8th, one day early, and we're going to try out as much of the food as we can. So why don't you just go through a little list of, we've got our little Festival of the Holidays passport here, and go through a little list of the booths, yeah.
So brews and bites, favorite things, holiday duets, making spirits bright, visions of sugar plums, merry mashups, winter wonders, blissfully braised, grandma's recipes, spicy celebrations, I feel like you would like that one.
Oh yeah.
A twist on tradition, and winter slider lambs.
Oh yeah, so I am most excited for the spicy one, the spice traditions. That was fantastic last year. They brought back the Nashville Hot Turkey. It's coming back this year, which was one of my favorites last year. And along with like the brews and bites, they have the chorizo queso back from last year as well. But there's also some new things that I want to try. There's like a chickenless mole. That seems kind of interesting.
There's like a Thanksgiving tamale. It sounds so crazy that it just might work.
I really do want to try that one, but
let's get going.
We're gonna try and hit as many booths as we can. There may be like issues here or there with getting the food. This is a soft open after all, so let's not forget about that. But yeah, let's get to eating.
We just got food from Holiday Duets, the curry cauliflower soup with braised lamb and mint churi, which looks pretty decent, and shrimp and grits with andouille sausage, and both of them are gluten-free, so I'm excited.
Yay!
Let's dig into this shrimp and grits first. It looks spicy with all the, I see like black specks. Oh wow, that's really good. That's really good. The shrimp is so tender. I barely even chewed it, and then it just like melted in my mouth. And it has like a little hint of spice, but it's not overwhelming spicy. And the grits are like cheesy, which is like really good. You're really gonna like this. Wow, that's amazing. Let's try the cauliflower soup with the lamb. I'm not a lamb person, so let's see.
I love lamb.
I know. All right, let's try it. It looks really fatty right off the bat.
More than that. No, that ain't right. Well, you get friendship.
The lamb is a little gamey, but it's not overwhelming. The mint kind of helps kill that flavor a little bit. But this soup is like spicy, and it has like this great cauliflower taste, and it's super creamy and like silky. I love it. This is really good. Both. Well done.
Oh man, I'm starving. I'm excited that it's my turn. So first I'm going in for the shrimp and grits, like Katrina did. Get on down there and look at this bite. I'm getting a little bite of everything. Oh wow, that's really good. You know what it reminds me of actually? Is like gumbo. Like that's what the actual taste of like the sauce on top is. It has this gumbo flavor. I just got kind of a big like chunk of grits, which was kind of weird, but still tastes really good. And like Katrina said, the shrimp is actually really flavorful and cooked well. So I really enjoy this. I think this is a pretty good one. I would recommend that if you're coming out here. Now I'm going in for this soup. What is this? Curry cauliflower with lamb, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get a little bite of lamb. Like Katrina said again, I'm a little bit worried because this lamb is very fatty looking actually. But here we go, nonetheless.
Especially because, well, we know there was someone who shouldn't have been treated.
Wow. The actual broth hits you in the face with that curry flavor. And then I got a little bit of the mint, which kind of cools it down. And the beef is fatty, the lamb is fatty, but it is kind of manageable. It's not that bad. It's in such like small kind of chunks that it works. Salty. Both of these are very salty in my opinion, which I actually kind of like salty food, so it works for me. I really like these two things so far. So far I'm like really excited for the rest of the event, because if this is like the type of thing we're gonna get all the way through it, I'm really looking forward to it. So guys, we've moved on to Merry Mashups, which has some crazy things like basically it's a turkey and stuffing and cranberry all mashed into a tamale, which I love tamales and I love Thanksgiving dinner, so this should be amazing, right? This is $7.75. I did want to say real quick that the last two things, the soup was $7.50 and the shrimp and grits were $8. So those were decent prices. I feel like I could go with maybe one more shrimp for $8, but I feel like they gave you
Annual pass discount.
Yeah, and there's no annual pass discount, so I feel like it's the soup was a good amount of soup, but that's still, you know, some of these things are a little bit hefty, but this we'll see what I think of it, and then we'll go into what I think if I think it's worth that much money. So there's gravy, there's stuffing, there's obviously corn in here because of the maize from the tamale. I don't know how much meat's gonna be in here, but yep, it's exactly what I expected. It's Thanksgiving dinner in a tamale, so it's pretty amazing. I'm not much of a cranberry sauce kind of guy, but I'm gonna try it just to say I did. And you know what? That little amount that I tried actually added some depth to it and kind of made it better than I expected. It had the nice kind of salty and sweetness going along with it. Because of course the gravy is super salty. Everything I've had so far is pretty salty, so and it seems like there's actually a good amount of turkey in here. I know it's kind of hard to see because it is getting dark out. We you know, we're in that part of the year where it gets dark at like 4:30. So here we are. I think this is really good. I really like this a lot. And actually, I think this is a better deal for $7.50 than either of those other two were. Or was this one $7.75? Now I'm getting all confused. Either way.
$7.75.
Yeah, $7.75, but I still think this is a better deal. 25 cents doesn't change it that much. The stuffing has little bits of carrots and celery in it and stuff too, so I really like this. I highly suggest everything I've eaten so far.
We stopped by Winter Wonders and I got the pumpkin soup with maple cashew cream, and then they put like pumpkin seeds on top. So this is $6.50, I believe.
That looks really good,
it's
actually.
Very thick. Wow. It tastes good for a pumpkin soup, but it has like a weird curry taste to it, like a pumpkin curry. So I don't taste any maple. I don't taste any maple. Let me try to get some of this white stuff. All right, now I taste maple. It tastes really good. It's very thick and filling, and like all of this for like $6.50. It's good, but I wouldn't want to get it again. It's very pumpkin-y. So if you like pumpkin, get it.
Well, is there like cinnamon flavor to it? Or is it just like the curry mostly?
I taste like curry. I don't know. I don't taste any cinnamon. I taste like curry.
And speaking of curry, that's what I ended up getting over at this booth. So let me give it a try here. So I ended up getting the chana masala. For anybody that doesn't know, chana is a type of chickpea. So that's the same thing that they make like falafel out of. I also got this little naan bread that comes with it.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited. There's like some raw tomato stuff on top, which I'm not a fan of, I guess, but I'll try it. I like tomato when it's an ingredient and things. I don't like it to just be like a raw, you know, piece of something. But anyway. It's pretty good. It's been sitting out for a little bit now, honestly, but for like maybe a few minutes. but it's not. It's kind of like lukewarm, so that's a little bit disappointing. The bread is also a little bit stale. I don't know how long this bread has been sitting out, but it's not perfect. But the masala taste is there. It tastes a lot, just like if you're a masala fan, if you like chicken, if you like butter chicken even and something like that, then this you're gonna like this a lot. It's not spicy, it has no spice whatsoever to it. It's nicely seasoned, and even though the naan bread is a little bit stale, I actually think that they go really well together. So, there you go. I think, how much was this one again? I can't remember.
$6.75.
$6.75, so I still think that the best price to pay for what you get is that tamale at this point still. So that's, I think, my favorite thing I've had so far. So we're gonna keep on moving down. I can't wait to get to that spicy traditions one or whatever they call it. I'm really excited for that. Love spicy food, so let's get on over there.
So join me now, I'll demonstrate. Let's clap our hands and celebrate. Let music play, let music flood the halls. All right, Ben, Elliot, Janice, make some music for our new friends.
Okay guys, on to the next booth. We're here at Grandma's Recipes now, and I ended up getting this. It's basically pot roast on a potato bun, and it has this little horseradish cream kind of drizzled on top, along with some green onions. So I'm excited for this. This is the most expensive thing so far at $8.50. So I hope it's good, because I don't know. This seems kind of expensive to me just by looking at it. Seems to have a decent amount of meat. The bun is completely cold, which is kind of a bummer. But here we go. I hope I don't get a big pocket of fat, because that would really bum me out. So the taste is good. The potato roll is pretty delicious, even though it's cold. The first bite that I had of the beef was nice and tender, and it definitely had that kind of pot roast flavor. And then it's not a spicy, the horseradish you definitely taste. It's not like a spicy horseradish though. It's definitely more of more mellow, mild, laid back. I feel like though that, there's actually, maybe it's just the first bite. Let me go for one more bite. I didn't grab any napkins this time. I planned ahead real well. So, I actually think it's a good amount of meat for the price and everything. I don't know if I would say like, yeah, you gotta spend $8.50 on this thing. Like, I'm just gonna keep on saying that tamale, I think, was probably my favorite thing so far. Especially for the pricing, because that was like, it felt like just so much, it felt like every bit of the meal. Whereas this is like, I don't know, a few ounces, it's probably like 2.5 ounces of meat on this potato roll. I think it's pretty good. $8.50 is a lot to ask for it though. I am ready for my most anticipated booth at the Festival of the Holidays. I got my Nashville Hot Turkey, which looks a little bit smaller than last year, honestly. I mean, it's not a huge piece of turkey, and it's $7.50, so a piece of cold bread, which is a Nashville hot chicken type of thing, a pickle, and a little tiny piece of turkey. So far, I'm not so sure about the pricing on that. And I also ended up getting these jalapeno latkes. It has this nice little aioli type thing on top. And it even looks like it has like a little apple chip for some reason, but we'll get to that in a second. I'm gonna go with my old standby here. This was my favorite thing at the festival last year, probably the Nashville Hot Turkey. This is $7.50, and then the potato or the jalapeno latkes were $6.50. So here we go for a little bite. I got my pickle, I got my turkey, and my bread.
It's so good, he's speechless.
Chewing. I didn't want to talk with my mouth full. I know people don't like that. But this is pretty good. A little bit dry this year so far. That's why I had to chew so much. I actually wish there was a little bit more sauce, because that's part of the reason you have this white bread here, is to soak up some of that awesome Nashville hot sauce. So I still love the flavor. It doesn't seem quite as spicy as last year, but maybe I just need to eat more of it. I'm gonna take a smaller bite this time. It's still spicy, don't get me wrong. So if you have an aversion to spicy food, dude, and I'm talking and I just took a breath and it got into my throat actually. So if you have an aversion to spicy food, I wouldn't suggest this, but I like it. $7.50 though seems a little much to me. Kind of like a lot of the other things. I mean, let's get into the jalapeno latkes here, because I'm interested. I'm gonna move this apple chip because I'm not a big fan of apple chips, but I'm curious to see what the potato to jalapeno ratio is in here, because clearly it's still got to be potato. They didn't. I love how the apple chips are like, we're coming back. We're coming back. So let me just get in here. One of the cool things about the passport this year too is that it's all color coded, so you can see like what each food is celebrating. Obviously, this is a Hanukkah take on a potato latke. So here we go. Oh my gosh. Okay. First of all, it's really greasy, which is a little bit of a shame because the bottom is like very oily and everything, which is understandable for potato latkes, but it's a little much. I will say it tastes amazing. And the thing about it is, it tastes exactly like, I've got Lamplight Lounge off behind me, you can't really see it that well, but they have these potato skins there that are basically just mushed potatoes that they then fry, and they put 2 different types of sauces on it. This tastes like the paprika aioli with those potato skins. So this is now a way you can get these potato skins in a way. I mean, these are a spicier version, no doubt about it. With, you can get it out here at the festival with some added jalapeno and everything. So I love jalapeno. I love potato. Who doesn't love a good potato? So this is pretty amazing to me. I don't see this as something that I would eat all on my own though. Like this is something to share with a couple people maybe, as like a little side. Get something else for your main and then have this as a side. But I'm really impressed with a lot of the festival food this year so far. I think that this stuff has all been pretty great, whereas last year I was kind of like, I'm not so sure. So let me go in for one more bite here. Oh, greasy, but really good. I do have to say, I really, really like it. So Katrina's got one thing to try for you here, the little spicy pâte de crème. So why don't we give it off to Katrina?
My turn.
Woo!
So I got the chocolate chipotle pâte de crème for $4.50. I remember having this last year, I feel like, and I remember it wasn't that spicy, so let's try it this year. And look, I like the little festive sugars they put on there. You get some white, some green, and some clear. Or some white, green, and clear. Duh. White, red, and green.
There you go.
I'm so excited, I just can't talk. All right. Ooh, let's go. Let's go for this. And there's like some chocolate nibs or something on top. Come on, spicy. It tastes really good. It's very chocolatey. Oh, I'm getting it.
You get that spicy?
I'm getting it. It's not very heavy, so I feel like if you're like a spicy, I don't know. Let's wait and see how it like progresses in my mouth. But right now, it tastes like chocolate pudding, but it's like very creamy, decadent chocolate pudding with like the whipped cream on top to kind of like cool it down. But as I'm talking, slowly that little like chipotle started to creep up on my mouth. I like it. It's like a nice subtle spice burn on your mouth. Does that make sense? It's not like a boom, like oh my gosh, it's spicy.
You can feel a little tingle.
It's just
like a little tickle tingle on your tongue.
It's a little tickle on my taste buds. I think you would like it too, Tyler.
Yeah?
It's actually really good. This is really good for $4.50. It's not bad if you want a little chocolate dessert. I'm gonna go another bite. Up next, we stopped by a Twist on Tradition booth right next door to the Spicy Celebration one, and we got the chickenless mole with Spanish rice.
I love mole.
It's like a hit or a miss with mole for me. I don't know. There's some that I like and some I don't. But on top, they put some fried like plantain chips on there. And what is the chickenless? It's a soy-based chicken called oomph. Okay. Okay. All right, let's try it. I try to get a bite of the chicken and some rice and some everything. All right, as good as I can. Very chewy.
Uh-oh, really?
It's not bad. You know it's not chicken. You can taste it, like the texture. Kind of tastes like chicken. Texture, like the stringy wise, but it's okay. It tastes like plant-based. I don't know what the flavor I'm getting is. It's like I don't even know what it is.
Well, how's the mole?
Anyway, I can't even taste the mole. Sorry guys. Chocolatey, has that really nice like chocolate finish. Kind of spicy, not overwhelming spicy like other moles that I've had. And then you can get those like chili peppers that they put in it too. Like you can get that like smoky taste from the peppers. It's not bad. The rice. That's where I get the smoky texture from is the rice. I think it's like the
Smoky taste?
The smoky taste I get is from the rice. That's where I get the spice from actually.
Oh, really?
That's where I get the spices from the rice. The mole is not very spicy, but you can taste that like rich chocolate and like the grill. Like I don't know how they cook the peppers, like that smoke, how they like roast it and stuff, like the roasted pepper taste. It's not bad. It's $7. It's not my favorite, unfortunately. They give you a good portion, but it doesn't hit home with me.
My turn for the chickenless chicken mole. I'm gonna get just a bite of everything I can, except for the polenta. There's no polenta in this, except for the chips. I don't know about this. This isn't as good as I would hope so, or I'd hope it would be. The chickenless stuff does not have a texture of chicken to me. It has kind of a graininess to me. The rice is extremely cooked, like extremely dry. And I don't know. The chicken, it almost tastes like, or the texture I should say. We both are having a hard time with this because it's a very confusing dish.
There's a lot of flavors going on there.
The chicken is like, it almost feels like you're biting on like a pocket of fat or something like that. Because it has this chewiness and this graininess to it that is kind of, I don't like it. It's kind of off-putting to me. This has been my least favorite thing that I've tried so far. I do not recommend this. Even the mole itself, like I love mole. Actually, we went out last night and I got a big plate of mole. I got a enchilada with mole on it, and it's amazing. This tastes, the chocolate is not nearly as pronounced, and it's more like of a dark chocolate type of thing, which is fine. It just isn't I think if they changed the meat and the rice was better, I would like it more. Unfortunately, I'm not going to suggest this. This has been my least favorite thing so far. So that is going to do it for our little soft opening sneak peek of all the Festival of Holidays food. We were going to do one more. They have a hot chocolate macaroon. We're going to loop back and get it, but they are totally out. So that's kind of a bummer, but we're just gonna end it here because we're getting pretty full. We had a lot of food, but I really like most of the food this year. I'm pretty impressed. What did you think?
The ones that I did try, my favorite was the shrimp and grits, like hands down.
Yeah.
I really loved the polenta, and it was like super cheesy, and the soups were kind of like.
So I like the curry cauliflower soup.
I agree with you except for the lamb.
The lamb was a little fatty.
Off, I think I would have appreciated it more. The pumpkin was like missing something.
Really, because I like the lamb on it because it added like a saltiness to the top, but the pumpkin I didn't try it. I didn't try it on camera, but I tried it after the fact. I was not a fan either. It tasted kind of bland, like it needed something. It was missing something, and then it had this kind of strange like aftertaste to it that was to me that was kind of like plasticky or something almost. I don't know. I was not a fan of the pumpkin soup, but
yeah, it was. I like the pâte de crème. That was a good dessert. I was looking forward to the macaron, but unfortunately they're out. So next time we'll try it, and I'm looking forward to a couple other ones that we didn't have time to try because I was just getting too full.
Yeah, exactly. Like we've definitely got a lot more food to try that we skipped this night. So
Oh, go ahead.
The other thing I wanted to say real quick is that if you're an annual pass holder, they're going to start offering lanyards. They're going to be $65, and they come with 8 foods. They come with 8 little tabs, so that you hand off a tab, you give it to the cast members, and then you get that food. So do your math. Make sure that when you buy this thing for $65, that you don't use a tab on like a $4.50 dessert, because then you're just wasting money. So this is really, if you want to get the things that cost $8, $8.50, things like that, that's what the tabs are for. So, it could be a good thing for somebody who knows they want to either come back multiple times, or if they just have a big group and they're like, let's just get, we want to get 2 meats here and 3 meats here. So,
that pot roast sandwich all around.
Yeah, pot roast sandwich. That was $8.50. So I think some of the things are a little expensive this year, but
I was gonna say that actually.
Yeah.
They seem a little expensive. Hopefully the portions don't decrease as the weeks go on, because we've noticed that in the past that every week they get smaller and smaller and smaller. So I hope that doesn't happen this year.
Yeah, it's getting windy out here, guys.
Santa Ana winds.
Yeah, it's the seasons are changing. We're getting some cool weather out here in California, so I'm loving it. I almost had to bring a sweatshirt tonight, so. But I think we're gonna wrap it up there.
I hope you guys enjoy it. Let us know your favorites, because I would like to know your opinions as well if you've tried them.
Yeah, so thanks for joining us, guys. And if you liked the video, make a little thumbs up down below there. Write a little comment about what you liked and didn't like, and we'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.